Alright, so let's get started with this video. This top section right here, this is a widget, and this section right here, right now section, this is also a widget. And if you scroll down, this sidebar right here, all this is also a widget. So basically, we can find these widgets in the widgets page, which is in appearance widgets. Okay, and I have kept these widgets in home sidebar, secondary sidebar, and portfolio sidebar. Okay, so if we open up home sidebar, we see three widgets. Let's see. Okay, so these three widgets are the ones that are down here, these ones, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so let's see how we can customize this. If you open this first widget, it says latest news scrolling widget, which is obviously this one. You can change the title here. You can change the number of items it is displaying. Right now it's only 5. Okay, and you can display a date, you can display a category, and here it says category, which is selected right now to all categories, which means it's showing the recent news from all the categories that we have in our news section. So let's say if we created a category named breaking news, then it would show up right here somewhere, and we could just select the breaking news and save it and go back and refresh. Then it will only show the breaking news section. Okay, like right now we selected all categories, so it is showing the news from all the categories that we have. The second widget is latest news with thumbnails, which is good because it looks a little different. It has thumbnails with it, and again you can change the title, you can change the number of items it is displaying, you can display a date, you can display a category, and once again you can narrow down the search to a single category if you want. For now it's showing all the categories because we do not have too many news. I just added one news in each category, so that's why I have selected all categories. And if you turn on date and category name, then it would display it something like this. Alright, and then we have lastly latest news. It also has a number of items, it also has display date, category, and a section to pick category. Like you can customize it to, let's say you just want to display sports here, so you would just go here and select sports and save, and when you come back and refresh, it will only show sports news. Alright, so that was the categories. For the sidebar, home sidebar, remember that home sidebar is these three categories. And then we have secondary sidebar. Let's open that up. It is latest news with thumbnails, and it's titled right now, which is this section right here. Once again, you can change the number of items, you can change how it looks. For example, if you do not want to display a date or a category, or narrow down the search to one of these categories, that is totally up to you. So that's how you would customize this right now section. Then we have lastly one more widget, which is this scrolling news on the top bar, which is inside portfolio sidebar. If you go here, you can open this up. I have left the title empty because I do not want to display a title over this news, so it's best to leave it empty. You can customize the number of items. I don't think you would need to display a date or category. However, you can create a new category named breaking news and add some news in them and save it, and then those news will be displayed over here. I mean, it's just the title, and the actual article is actually pretty long, something like this. So it's just displaying the title to the post or news. Okay, so these were the three main widgets that are being used in this page. So let's visit the next section, which is the slider. The slider right here is also different categories and which are being displayed. Let's go visit our categories. In news section, categories, these are the categories that we have. And if we go to news, which is this page, it shows all the news that we have inside our news section. Now, how to, let's say we want to display specific news here, we would go to edit with WP Bakery and then click on photo slider, this edit button. Okay, so here it is showing slider count, which means how many slides do we want to show. I have set it to 3. You can increase the number, that is totally up to you. This is auto rotate, like how many seconds, after how many seconds the slide should change. It is set to 5 currently. You can change that if you want. The post type should be set to news because we are displaying only news. This is teaser excerpt. Make sure you have checked it out, and then you can click output post title to yes. If you select it to no description, then it will not show a title. So make sure this is selected, and here you have to link it to the post so it can take the user to the post. And this is thumbnail size, like size of this picture. You can select between thumbnail, medium, large, or full. So set it to either large or full. Okay, so what I wanted to tell you was okay, right here, this section right here, post IDs, categories, which categories to display. So let's say we only want to show top news or breaking news over here. What do? It says enter categories by name to narrow output. Only listed categories will be displayed. Divide categories with a line break, which is enter. So if we go back to our categories, let's say we want to only display business and entertainment or health, then we will just type here, like let's say health, and press enter for the second category. Let's say social or latest news, and actually just copy business and paste it right here. Now it will only show health and business, and if we save it and close it, let's wait for it to update. Now it's only going to show us health and business. These are the only two posts in health and business. As you can see, health and business, these two are being displayed over here. However, if you just delete this, then it will display all the categories one by one, depending on the number that you have selected. For example, you set the slider count to 3, it will show top 3 recent posts from all categories if nothing is defined here. Okay,